Good evening, everybody, and a quick update from the workshop. Just a quickie because there's quite a lot to talk about and we don't have enough time to do it right now. So what you see in front of you is the sum total of the Giganto haul of parts that came into the workshop very early this morning, about midnight. It includes an F model and a C model, which are particularly desirable. So this one is a running bike, obviously not with a tank on at the moment, but that is a runner. So that's very little to do. Paint's in reasonable nick. It's got lots of really good period correct stuff. Basically just a nice project, finish it up, turn it around and get it out the door. The really exciting one is this guy right here, because as I've droned on about, for a performance engine, you want double disc up front and single disc up the rear. So this frame is correct. This is an F model frame, actually, I think. Just have a look at the front there. I don't know if that's going to focus, but yeah, you can see that there. It's an F. This means that that performance engine, instead of having the bodgery that we had on there, that performance engine can go in this frame with the correct instrumentation to make it a correct model. So it'll be an F1 model, essentially. I don't know if that engine was originally in this frame. I suspect not, but whatever. But that means that the bits that were supposed to be on this, in other words, 2 discs up front and single disc in the rear, actually go on the bike, which is a great result. So the plan is remove the lump from this frame, which is a 77, get that lump out, give it a good clean, make sure it's all together, and then we're going to reuse this braking system right here. Probably going to stick with the mag wheels that are on that bike, probably not that seat though, to be fair, and we'll use these shocks, which are period correct sort of vintage shocks, and they'll have a really nice paint kit that's going to go with that, and that will be, I don't know if I'm going to sell it or keep it or have a bit of fun with it or whatever, but it'll be a really nice ride because those 650s, a little bit underpowered from the factory, to be fair, but with a bored and stroked engine, really good result. So that means that frame and that engine are accounted for, but what about that engine and this frame and that frame and that frame and that frame, and also that frame over there that just arrived? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, no problem. I've got one engine here, one engine there, one engine there, that's 3. I now have 3 more engines here. So these are a mixture of the BE spec and the DE spec, which would have been later. So this is probably, I haven't done the serial number checks on them, but they're probably going to be 78, 79, 80-ish between the 3. They look to be complete. So we've got the blacked out engine would have been later. That's an F model engine. So that head, that cam cover, I think that case, I think that case half, it's got the wrong barrels on it at the moment. It's got the wrong case half on the top, but I think that's supposed to be on there. They had a black engine, somewhere in there anyway, we'll figure it out. They had a black engine, and you can see black side cover down there and some other black components as well. So really nice, actually really nice. So a 1 cylinder head down there, 2 sets of barrels down there, 3 cam covers, 3 blocks. We have 1 blacked out engine, an F-spec engine back down at BC Performance. Lots of other ancillaries in here. So we've got clutch packs. That one's for a later one. That's the F-style engine. We've got side covers for the engine. We've got oil pans. We've got cranks in there. So obviously that's for that engine. They're all going to be tested and plastic gauged and all the rest of it. It also came with this frame, which is what is this? Is an F, I think, something like that. No, sorry, C. That's a C. So that would have had a drum and disc combination like this that you see here. And these, by the way, won't keep the tires because obviously you don't want that. But the rims and hubs and everything are really in good nick here. And we have 5 tanks. So They're in varying states from oh my God to not bad. But the good news is that even the oh my God, you know, things like that gigantic dent can be knocked out. They can be repainted. That one right there will go with that bike over there. But essentially what it gives us is 7 frames, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it gives us the 2 engines in here, 1 engine in there, the 3 engines on the floor down there, so that's 6. And then you may remember from the previous video, we picked up a BE engine, so that's a KZ650 BE, so that's around 77 again. And then we have a ton of swing arms to go with these. So the really good news is, and this is a really, really good news story, that these parts, this stuff right here and those parts over there are what I need to complete the bikes that just arrived. So I said it was going to be a short video. It's gone on a lot longer than planned. There's a ton of really great stuff to tell you. So we'll have an update tomorrow. Mark's going to be in the shop assessing the blocks, the barrels, the heads, cams, and so on and so forth, cams and cranks, make sure everything's good. We'll have an updated video then. We will maybe even try and get this Z650 running and fit off the final bits and pieces because it's got the wrong indicators on it and things like that. So there you go. That's an update. You can see the world's largest collection of foot pegs, the special blacked out engine stuff, 92 horns because I got problems, but a horn ain't one, honk honk. Miscellaneous parts yet to be sorted, floor sorting because I'm Asian, electrical stuff, instruments, my God, there are instruments, including a very, very surprisingly rare find in there, which I'll tell you about tomorrow. Various levers and rubbers and brackets, big pile of brake components over there, 1 airbox, I don't know where the rest of them are. Headlights, cams, so that's what Mark will be assessing tomorrow, and then things like valve springs and all kinds of other stuff. So we're nearly there. We've got it unboxed, which is good. But we're not quite there with the organization. So there you go. Catch you tomorrow. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've had a fantastic week. It is going to be gorgeous weather here tomorrow in the Central Coast. So I'll probably throw that one open and give you a blast of sunshine and you can check these beauties out. Okay, everybody, catch you in that video and have a fantastic night. Happy Friday.